Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today's topic is going to be perceiving normal sensations as dangerous. So I'll get to that in a minute. Breathe a little bit. Relax your body. It's a message of safety to your brain. Just let your body go limp. Right? And your breathing will get a more natural pace. If breathing is one of your issues, it's okay. This stuff takes a little bit of practice. If body tension is one of your issues, do what you can. A more relaxed body is still better than a super tense body, right? A little bit more with overtime. Over time, as your brain feels safer, that persistent tension will start to loosen up. So, all right. Normal sensations perceived as dangerous, right? That's what's going on. That is TMS in a nutshell. That is perceived danger pain. So perceiving normal sensations as dangerous is exactly what causes symptoms and pains. And in this video, it's probably a little more leaning towards pain. But other symptoms too: weakness, numbness, tingling, burning, tingling. Those things are all still sensations. So let's go back to square one. The brain is controlling everything. The brain controls interpretation of all of the available data that's going on around you. Is it cold out? Is it hot out? Is the sun up? Is the sun down? Is it nighttime, daytime, whatever? Touching something. Is that a hard touch or is it a light touch? The brain is interpreting all of that stuff, right? And so there are cases where if the brain perceives danger, it can turn on pain. Not cases. That's what goes on. You touch a hot stove, you're getting pain. Why? Because the brain's trying to warn you to get your hand off the stove. So now let's talk about the body. There's cases where, for me, because I had a number of acute onsets of back pain when I was bending over, my brain learned that the normal sensation of my body bending forward, a little bit of stretch in the back, was dangerous, and therefore I had more and more and more sharp pains, episodes of major muscle spasms, because with one or two instances, my brain said, bending over is dangerous, don't do it. And so these things can become learned, but in essence, perceived danger pain is when the brain is perceiving danger. In some cases, it's an emotionally chaotic time. Life stress, work stress, family stress, money stress, kid stress, parent stress, partner stress, whatever. And the brain says danger, and the system rises. But then once we have the symptoms, many of us can become very fearful of movement, of body positions, sitting, standing, laying down, laying on your right side, laying on your left side, taking a walk, taking a jog, whatever it may be. But really the only thing that's happening, once you've ruled in TMS, perceived danger pain, it's also called neuroplastic pain, neural circuit pain. There's a whole bunch of things. Mind-body syndrome. It's all the same stuff. Simply put, it's your brain. Let's say a certain movement is painful. Once you've determined it's TMS, perceived danger pain, then we know the body is not the problem. And if you've ever done that movement ever without symptoms, then it's not the body. It's not structurally caused. So when you do that movement, when I would bend over, I would have normal sensations of my lower back being stretched, and my brain would say, ouch, stop it, that's dangerous. Don't you remember those times you pulled your back out, right? In quotes, quote unquote. Normal sensations. And so it can happen virtually for anything. Walking, climbing stairs, standing upright, laying down, sitting up, whatever it may be. The point is, we have normal sensations when we move our body. When I raise my arm, I can feel the stretch in my lats. I can feel the top of my shoulder, feel, I guess, the resistance of trying to lift my arm up higher, turning my head, right? There's a normal twist and an extension and a stretch. These are normal sensations that, for the vast majority of people, doesn't cause symptoms. But when the brain becomes so concerned and fearful and protective, it's going to amplify these signals coming from the body, normal ones, right? Amplify them, and based on past experience, connects the dots and goes, "You're doing the dangerous thing. Ouch." That's all that's going on. It's a misperception that these normal sensations coming from the body are dangerous. And when the brain perceives danger, it turns on pain. So what's the solution? Teaching the brain, I'm not in danger. When you can say with certainty, there's nothing wrong with me. I can lift my arm up, and there's nothing wrong with my shoulder. Say it with certainty. Dial down the fear with that accurate knowledge. And if the brain starts to sense that that's dangerous and starts turning on the pain, you can remind yourself, well, no, that's just a normal sensation. Nothing bad is going on, right? And with some repetition and remaining calm, you can literally teach the brain that this is not a big deal. You don't have to turn on the alarm system every time I move my body in a normal way. And so that's all that's going on. Perceived danger pain is the cause. The solution is safety. A lot of that is how we respond to the symptoms. Just did this, ouch. Okay, I'm never lifting my arm again. That's confirming the brain's perception that those normal movements are dangerous, which they're not. Or, if you raise your arm and it hurts, you can go, interesting. I know I don't have a problem, and I'm not concerned about it. And you do it again. And then you do it again, right? Alan Gordon calls this pain reprocessing therapy. He's very good at explaining it. I don't teach it a lot because I didn't use it in my recovery, but it can be a useful process. My approach is indifference. My approach is freak out less, calmly reassure yourself that I know there's no problem here. It's just my brain interpreting normal signals as dangerous and therefore turning on the pain or the symptoms. Ideally get to indifference, because indifference is basically saying, so what? It hurts. I know I'm okay, right? So you can call it pain reprocessing therapy, indifference, graded exposure, whatever you want to call it. The key is knowing deeply that you're okay. And even if symptoms happen, don't react. Freak out less. Calmly reassure more. Ideally be, so what? Indifferent. And then engage in the outside world. Get out of your thinking and fixing and inner turmoil and start focusing on doing things outside of your head that require your attention. Engaging in the outside world. Living more, fixing less. This stuff isn't terribly complex, folks. Clarity. I know what's going on. I know how the system works. Decision. This applies to me. Belief. I can do this. Because if other human beings can, I can too. Because my human system works the same as everybody else's. And if I can apply these proven principles that are proven to work, dialing down the fear, shifting your attention away with clarity, with certainty, with confidence, your brain will react and respond and turn down or turn off these symptoms just like it's done for countless people. It's how the system works. So try not to overcomplicate this. Really don't overcomplicate this. It doesn't need to be complex. Perceived danger is a problem. Teach a brain we're safe is the solution. Period. If you're not sure if you're doing the right thing, well, am I scaring myself or am I making myself feel more comfortable and less afraid? It's a simple question. Am I doing this right? Are you creating more fear and danger? Or are you kind of reassuring yourself and going, hey, it's okay. We're not concerned. And when I say we, I mean you and your brain. We are not concerned. And when you show up with that lack of concern consistently, the brain eventually goes, oh, we can turn this stuff down. So that's what I got for you today. Normal sensations perceived as dangerous. That's all it is, folks. Try not to overthink this. Try not to buy into the fear. Let the secondary fear go, which is just the thinking about what if it doesn't go down? What are the consequences? And oh no, my life this, my life that. Catastrophic thinking. All that secondary fear, let it go. You're going to say, ouch. You're going to notice your symptoms. You don't have to never check in on them. But if you check in and you say, oh, I do still hurt. Okay. A good answer to that is, so what? I know there's nothing wrong with me. All right, folks. Long day. 2 group coaching calls today. Close to 6 hours worth of time on the Zoom with everybody. Great group of people. But I'm going to wrap this one up. Hope everybody's doing well. And we'll see you tomorrow. Love you.